Hey everyone, we just wanted to give you a Jimmy update. One, he got beautiful teeth.
The heck was that?
I don't know. We got
Squirrels and everything over here.
some
trying to
angry
attack
animals.
us. What in the world is that?
I don't know. Okay.
All right.
Anyways, so Jimmy, for the most part, he's doing okay. Over the last 3 weeks, he struggled with fatigue, and it's mostly due to the medications. And the doctors have him on 8 different ones. And it's very interesting how medicine works. They give you one to fix one thing, but then it makes something else wrong. And so they have to give you another medicine to fix that. Get that out of the way so you can see Jimmy's new teeth. And so I just really felt that I have seen a naturopathic doctor. I try to do everything as natural as possible. I think there's always a time and a purpose for medications, but I always think it should be the last resort, and we need to try. Now, in this case, it was an emergency. We just put him on it, but he's been suffering from a little bit of sadness and depression because of his energy levels. He's starting to feel joint pain and muscle pains because of the statins. And I just know that God he saved his life. 2 hours on the way to the hospital, and he saved his life. And I feel that there is more to what the doctors are saying, that he needs to be on these medications, for some of them for a lifetime. So anyways, I went and called a naturopathic doctor, and she already has him off one of the statins immediately because his
She saw no reason.
yeah, his cholesterol is so low, it's too low. And they put him on 2 statins, so we're taking him off one, and then Crestor, and then she's supplementing him with some more natural things to build up the flexibility of his veins and also his nutrients, because you'd be surprised how much these medicines deplete your body of the nutrients it needs to perform properly, and your body gets addicted to these medications. So anyways, what we want to do is kind of share our story and walk you with us, because I know I have talked to several women whose husbands are going through the same thing, and they have been on statins forever or a year, and some people feel the same way as I do. They want their husbands off the medications, and they want them on more natural products. So we decided that we were going to share our journey, and we will post the new products that she has us on: electrolytes, some heart miracle thing for nutrients.
Well, we'll post what they are.
Yeah.
The biggest message I have to say, I mean, I'm looking at all the pills. That's why I'm looking over here. Everything I take. I archived 2 of them. This is in Apple's Health, so Sharon could see it and whoever I share it with. So Jardiance is one of them that dealt with pre-diabetes, diabetes, but it also helps with after a heart attack. The main message is get your blood work done. If you're a male and you're over 40, get blood work done. Basically, don't be afraid. Go down there and tell your doctor that you need blood work, and so that way you could see your LDLs, if they're the bad ones, especially, to see if it's something that you need to work on, certain diets, whatever. You know, get your blood type. You don't know your blood type. Like me, I can't remember mine to save my life. So I'm doing that tomorrow for my final blood draw for my cardiologist per their recommendations. But everything has been looking great because of, you know, changing our eating habits. And like I say, is you can't just quit all your pills. It's best. I mean, like Craig said to me, go with everything doctor says in the beginning. Get yourself leveled out. It's beautiful because I'm 120 over 70, 120 over 80.
That's a lot better than
on the high end, 120 over 80. It's like that's normal.
Yeah, and that's much better than 219 over
140s.
140, which is what it was when he was having a heart attack.
What I'm saying is, any male, you need to go get checked. Your blood, they call it lipid panel. They call it all that stuff. There's all kinds of weird names for it. I mean, anybody that works in medical, you could probably talk all about it, what it is, where it checks your D3K2s, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. I knew that it's depleting everything in me because I felt it. And yesterday, Sharon sent me something. She was out doing something, and she sent me, what are you feeling? And I'm like, sad. I felt depression coming, but I fight it. And I give that to God because, I mean, before I would have probably just been weak and probably gave in and to the devil, and so be it. But everything is for a reason, and mine is as an example for any male. I mean, if your husband, if your boyfriend, or your brother is fighting because of all these pills he's on, I'd get your blood drawn, your most recent one, go see a naturopathic, get the second opinion. Mm-hmm. It's not going to make anything worse. And if she says, or he says, the naturopathic says, you need to be doing this, this, and this, and this, that way you can bring this back up, fix this, and blah, blah, blah. I mean, the way Dr. Beth said it this morning it's like, it blew me out of the water, and I'm like, okay, this is great. Where's she been? So to me, I prefer naturally. Yes, it's different, but sometimes it's so far gone that you do need normal medicine, and she does believe in. And that's the good part about it. I was trying to find all the names of the stuff. So the one, it's called Cardio Miracle. Mm-hmm. So I think it was cardiomiracle.com. Element, it's LMNT for electrolytes. Then there was a medicine for a full script, to where they ship it to you, prescription.
Yeah, it's a medicine that when you've been on statins that you have to take for several months to even out your body again from the statins.
Yeah, give me a second, it's called, Lord have mercy, it's
while you're looking at that. So the next thing is, Jimmy and I started to change our diet in January, slowly, but she actually wants us to do the Whole30 diet for 30 days, and it kind of changes your palate. We're really good with breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's our snacks that suck. And so that's getting changed. And then after that, do the paleo with an emphasis on protein, because it's our brains need protein. They need the saturated fats. There's a lot of misconceptions about what our bodies need out there. And so you really need to talk to somebody that is educated in nutrition and can talk to you about what is real and what is not. So, did you find it?
Yeah, but it's trying to prompt me to do something. And I'm like, okay, I'm not in the middle. So it's I'm trying to open different ones. It is called COQ10. CoQ10 is how she said it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, that way you could see what it looks like, or the name. And basically, it's a supplement. And I don't know what it's called, but it's cholesterol support.
Mm-hmm.
CoQ10 is something that takes all your cholesterol and does what all these pills do, but less all the other issues
Side
that
effects.
those pills, these side effects, bring on you. Because bottom line, I started feeling the weirdness last week. Sometime it was maybe Thursday, Friday. I'm very sensitive to medicines, is the word I want to use. And things catch on quicker to me, I guess is the better way of saying it. If a side effect is going to happen, it happens quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday I had in my mind and my heart to go outside to do a few things, and I couldn't find the energy, I couldn't find the willpower, I couldn't find any of that. And I just said, God, okay, I'll go in and lay down. Just watch over me.
And you guys know he's the Energizer Bunny, remember? He doesn't sit on the couch, and that's all he's been doing the last 3 weeks. Now, granted, he needed to heal his heart, but I know it's the medications.
So everything that I'm on or was prescribed, which is great, but not to tell somebody that they're going to be on it for a lifetime when people can actually adapt to changing their routine in life. If I didn't change my eating habits, if I didn't change certain things in my life and quit smoking cigars, I was smoking them like I was a chimney. But that's called depression. Luckily God allows that for me to be used as an example. And like I said, even if you're depressed, if you can't even talk to your wife, if you can't even talk to your significant other or anybody else, go talk with God and he'll listen. Does he answer you right away? It's up to you and him. It's how much of an open heart you have versus having a closed down heart for others. And if it's something to where, if you know somebody like me, to where you can come out, work on a sawmill, go knock down a tree, and go sit out and talk with a deer. And it's like I have a whole family of deer out here now that I talk to every day.
And we actually have a butterfly farm too. There's like 20 butterflies that hang out there, and I just...
So, but these deer started coming more and more right as this happened and after it happened. It's like God knows where my heart is. I want to feed them. The first day I couldn't hardly do anything. So Sharon would bring out the buckets of corn and stuff and water to make sure they have it. So they don't have to have it, but it's written in the Bible. You know, God gives us animals to tend to and to love as our own. So it's a given, no matter what the world's going through, you know, in today's society, it's best to concentrate on your health, because I'm not one to really preach, because like I told Sharon, I'm the most stern when it comes to talking to somebody. I'm very stern if I want to get a point across. And like I told Sharon today, how do you become stern with yourself? So you talk to yourself, I need to do this to make myself better if I want to live any longer today and follow what, you know, like my belief is, you know, God's path. What does he have me on? Well, I know he has my sternness. He loves it because I'm not afraid to talk to anybody and willing to talk to anyone there is in the world. I don't have a problem with that. I just have a problem with people that have a shallow heart, if you will. You know, that don't care about others no matter who they are. Those are the ones that need more prayers. It's not, those are the ones that need to be worked on and this and that. That's up to God, because I am not nobody to say, hey, because I had my faults. We've all had our faults. But when people can open their heart and listen with their heart, then that's a beautiful thing. So now I'm at the point in my life to where I had to be stern with no other but myself. And I did it, you know, through the grace of God and my wife. And like when I did my teeth last week, not this past Monday, but the Monday prior, for the finals, I did an interview with them, and as my reveal, you know, I give it to my wife, because little did she know, 9 months later, I would be having a heart attack. Now, could you imagine with what I had going, because I didn't care for myself no more after my daughter was killed? I gave up and I gave in, and that's allowing evil to win. Because I picked up cigars again. I started smoking like a chimney. And now I feel great because I slept it off. But then now that urge after dinner, that urge early in the morning is gone. And that's what I prayed for just recently, to knock that urge up out of me, because I don't need that. And God knows that, and that's the funny part about it. And He showed me a much cleaner self. You know, I don't know how else to explain that. You know, a cleaner self to where I'm more adamant on my health than anything else in this world, beside my wife's health and my cats. And that's all that matters to me. So, and anybody that I know and love, same thing. You know, I want to see everybody, especially male, you know, we're stubborn, we're mules, we work, we're supposed to work. We're not supposed to knock ourselves down. And when something bad in life comes about, it's better for us to be able to say, look, here, I got a problem going on. Not right now. You know, it's not hard to say that. And the good thing about it is being human, we have faults. And the good thing is we have choice, whether we want to do something about it or not. And if you feel that you don't need it, you're in my prayers. Everybody needs it. So check your blood.
Even women, but this isn't Jimmy's journey, so that's why we're focusing on men, because men are the ones that are most stubborn about going to the doctor.
And we don't have a long lifespan like women do. Women are projected to live longer than men. Because we're sometimes stubborn, sometimes we're very irresponsible with what we do and hurt ourselves nonstop or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's another thing, is talking about another time, is how to block pain. You don't want to block pain. And I'll tell you that much right now, because it led me to that point to where I could literally block anything out, any kind of pain, no matter a heart attack, to where I didn't feel it.
Yeah, it was really, really hard to determine how serious the heart attack was because of the way he was reacting to it. He was talking, he was joking.
And they're telling me I'm on full-on heart attack. I'm on the verge of dying. I don't know how many times I've died, but hey, you know, I look at it like this. If God keeps me here for a reason, even after bouts of suicide, I look at it like this. I had to ask God recently, please allow me to feel pain. Retrain me, something, Lord, something to get this part of me to where I can actually feel something instead of sitting there blocking it, because I literally blocked the pain. And I thought about it. I'm like, how am I laying in an operating room with no sedation
And
and no
drugs.
pain pill or pain medicine?
And they're inside his heart.
They're going up my vein, and I'm actually explaining, oh, it felt like a star exploding. Well, you can't get any worse. I mean, if our star exploded, guess what? We're all dead. So bottom line, that's how it felt when they went up my arm. It's actually healing.
Yeah.
So my thing is this. That could be a whole nother topic, how to unblock pain. And if you can't untrain what they say, you can't teach old dogs new tricks. Oh yeah, you can. It's called disciplining yourself even greater, because it's simply asking God to remove that, to allow you to feel it.
Yep.
Because I look back in 2023, I asked God one thing when I was up on the hill. I said, God, give me my daughter's pain that she could have felt. And guess what happened for 3 days? And I had to think back. I'm like, when's the last time I felt pain? It's because I asked God to give me her pain. And I lived it for 3 days, and I prayed one day, and he's like, get in the bathtub.
Yep.
And it was gone. Just like that. Whether you believe or not, but that's up to you. It's up to your heart. It's up to what you can say, what you can live with and what you can't live with. And one thing I can say is the world needs God. All the evil that runs, you don't need it clouding your mind. You don't need it clouding your heart per se. You need to have a clear mind to go in the rest of your life understanding that people love you, people care for you, people know and cherish you because you have so much worth. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you're a software developer to the best roofer, to the best plumber, to the best, whatever you are. You have so much more worth than just that. Find something. If you're retired, find something to do. Whether it's going down to the church, running meals to the elderly that can't get out and about, spending time with them and talking with them. So there's so many things that we can all do.
There's a lot of people hurting out there, and they would just love someone to talk to.
It's like Dr. Bess. She has her own office down in Newport, and her husband own a retreat, a Christian retreat called Bear Paw. I almost said Bear Claw. Bear Claw's a food, junk food. But they own that, and it's like Sharon's volunteering me. Hey, guess what? If he's up to it, use them. And I'm like, hey, I got all these attachments for a tractor. If you need me to come and help out, I'm happy to do it. That's what I mean, being able to help others that need it, that need the help.
Yep.
Especially with somebody building retreat.
For kids.
For kids that help kids be closer with God. In other words, not out there beating the streets, and doing drugs and all that stuff. I'm not saying we're all saints. It ain't like we all never have done a drug in our life. If you never have, tell me, because I wanna blood test you. Anyways, because I want to know what's in your blood that nobody has never done a cigarette, nobody's eaten sugar, nobody. You see what I mean? A drug is not drugs. We've all done some wrong in our life, whether it's drinking all the time, waking up in the morning drinking.
You know, we're addicted. At least the Americans, most Americans are addicted to dopamine.
Yep.
They want that instant gratification of dopamine. If you don't know what dopamine is, it's the feel-good hormone. I don't know if it's a hormone, but
it's up in the brain.
Yeah.
It's a brain cell, I think, and it's a broken brain cell that's been.
It has an addiction to dopamine.
But, like I said, the bottom line is going through, doing a reality check, check all your cholesterol, check your cholesterol, check your cholesterol, check your cholesterol. Do not do a Jimmy and go and say, oh, I need to get this product here, and next thing you know, your cholesterol just like and clogs up.
If you feel exhausted, so what happened was he was feeling tired, and at first we thought it was his teeth being in his mouth being healed, and then we thought it was the blood pressure medicine, so he went off of it. And then he was trying to, but he was still tired, and so he was just trying to figure out what he needs, is it testosterone?
I was trying to debug myself.
Yeah. And unfortunately, he picked a medicine that made his arteries were only 40 to 50% clogged. But what happened is this medicine, which is a natural medicine, so this is why it's always good to get professional opinions. It basically took his plaque. It bubbled and exploded, and then it went and it clogged his artery. Thank Jesus that it wasn't his left lower, it was his right lower that got clogged, because the left lower is called the widowmaker, and that gets clogged and you die instantly. So very thankful it was not that one.
And I never knew about that. They might have said it in front of me, but that's what medicines do. They dumb you down. And I don't like being dumbed down.
Yep.
And that's another thing is, one medicine leads to one problem and takes care of it. Well, it causes another 10 problems. And I'm not going to say all doctors are that way.
I mean, we love our cardiologist. Your cardiologist. We love him.
I look at it like this. If you know it's causing problems, and they say, and your patient says, hey, I don't like how it's making me feel. It's making me feel sad, or making me feel like, I don't know what I said yesterday. I'm not going to say who I talked to, but it was a healthcare professional. And this person, not saying he or she, said to me, oh, it's working, and shut me up and went on about their business. So they could go about their business easily to say something to somebody, oh, it's working, Well, I like to get off it. I didn't even have that chance. So I said, okay, well, tonight I'm going to cut that pill in half, and guess what I did? I cut that pill in half at 8:30 last night, 9 o'clock, and took it.
And that was the last time, because he got approved by the naturopathic doctor.
There's no reason to be on that one.
Yeah.
That one could go. It was Roostastat or whatever it's called. Statin. Rooster. I don't know. Cock-a-doodle-doo or something.
It makes you go cock-a-doodle-doo.
Roostastatin. I don't know. Rooster. They say it sounds like rooster.
Yeah. So we want to just take you on our journey. And
wow, 30 minutes. Sorry, guys. If you made it through the end, make sure you like, subscribe. No, that's on our
we're going to put this on YouTube. So we're going to put it on Heavens Homestead. So and subscribe.
I'm sorry,
if you want to follow.
I have not done any videos for Heavens Homestead since winter. But it's been a battle.
been a year.
It's been a
couple years.
2 years. It's been... Last year, I was so busy. And the great thing about this year was healing.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much since January.
Yep.
Was when we pulled the plug and said, okay, we're coming in. And the doctor over at the dentist is like, you're out of my chair. You ain't dying in my chair.
Yeah.
Go fix that blood pressure.
Yeah, he almost
come back in March.
Yeah, he had almost a heart attack in February or in January when he went to go get his teeth pulled because he was super anxiety because he's never been under sedation
and
before.
if you've never been, don't worry about the sedation. It's actually fine. Ask for a warm blanket. And I tell you what, once you get that warm blanket, and the sweetest nurse in the world, I love her to death. Dental assistant. She actually was in there for my finals. When she laid that on me, I looked at her. I said, "You're my new best friend." And I was looking for a teddy bear, but
I brought you one.
Yeah, but that was after. Anyways,
yes,
I was looking to do this while they were working on me and sucking my thumb. Anyway, but if you are unsure of sedation, oh my goodness, go away. Okay, leave bees. And anyways, if you are unsure about sedation, do know that it works amazing. And if you have a high sensitivity to pain medicine, you can use medical fentanyl. They can use it in very small doses, which is great. But they technically only used a little bit on me over at the dentist's office because they knew my high tolerance for pain. And they only did one shot of it, and it was like something 1 milliliter, barely.
Yeah, and then there's me who has to get 2 or 3 doses because I wake up in the middle of it all.
But just don't fear sedation. I mean, they have stuff that's been around forever. And what consoled me was her stepmom. When she called me one day out of nowhere. And her mom, not even a week prior, goes and does a heart operation for a new valve. I'm like, well, if her mom could do it, I could do it. Then her stepmom calls me and says, Jimmy, you're fine. Directed to the point. That is the best way of saying it, to me especially. And I don't want to be the repeater of it, but being stern is great because you need to hear it stern. And if you need a naturopathic, and she does telemedicine, we'll put Dr. Beth McQuinn. She's out of Newport, Washington.
Yeah, I think she's only certified in Washington. It might be Idaho too, but I know for sure.
But I would check with her. You can contact her, and wherever you're at, she might know somebody because it's like one big network of nerds.
Yeah,
is what I call it.
Yeah, there's a database online, and she gave it to me, so she can give it to you.
So, and that I would just check with her. Very stern, very to the point. And she got to the point today, and I'm like, all of a sudden I see the glow, and I'm like, oh, this is it. This is what I've been waiting to hear. Along with my nurse practitioner, man, and my cardiologist, I'm like, okay. Then I got Mike and my wife. Hey, what else do you need? And my cat goes meow all the time. Hey, I listen to them all. And that's another thing we could talk about some other time is how do kitty cats know 2 hours ahead of me having a heart attack, knowing something is wrong, and she kept pacing back and forth. So our next time we talk, it will be
we'll even
more.
bring her on so you can see her.
Then you can, yeah. We'll have to do that in the morning when she's rambunctious.
Yes.
So that'll be our next video with Molly, Miss Molly, and as you know, I made a video with her beginning of the year, I think it was. One of my last videos I did, little short one.
Yeah.
But if anything, word of advice, male to male, ask Jesus for comfort. Ask Jesus for direction. Ask him, what do you need me to do today? What do you need me to work on? If you get that urge and pull to call your doctor and say, I want to get a lipid panel done. I guess that's the word for it. I'm not that smart when it comes to medical because I'm a dummy. I say get that blood test in.
Mm-hmm.
Come armed with that. Go to a naturopathic. Get a second opinion. How do I get off of this? I've been on this forever, blah, blah, blah. I want to make a change. Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you what, along this journey, and it'll be posted on Heavens Homestead, as Sharon said, and on her personal Facebook as well. The biggest thing is I want men to not feel alone. Get your blood tested and don't be afraid of it.
Yep.
Because if you are like me and you have any inkling of feeling and emotion for the ones you love, you're doing it not for yourself, but you're doing it for the ones you love. If your daughter is still alive, all the better. Do it for her. Do it for your son. Do it for your grandkids, great grandkids.
Yeah, and that we'll do another. I'll do another video too, talking about my experience and going through all of this and how I relied on God and all of that too, for the wives out there who are experiencing their husband's going through some stuff, or they even lost their husband. I had the potential to lose my husband that night. Thankfully, we got to celebrate our 10th wedding anniversary, both of us here on earth, and I'm very grateful for that. But God can help you whether your husband lives or whether he goes to heaven, and both roads are hard.
And the one way to make sure you go to heaven, just repenting to God in one thing. It's only one little sentence. I know that Jesus died on the cross for my sin. Forgive me of my sins. Forgive me of my trespasses.
Yep.
And as simple as that, then you're... the only thing you're not guaranteed is tomorrow. So doing it yesterday and today is better than tomorrow. Because what if I don't wake up tomorrow, even after this video? We'll do a sanity check in the next week. But I'm joking. If I didn't wake up tomorrow, my message is clear.
Yep.
And I want anybody else in this world to understand that being able to go to God for anything that you have that is going on up in here or inside here. It's not worth it to anybody to be honing it in and keeping it in. And if you're trying to make that change, it's best. I mean, yeah, reach out. Reach out to people that do care. I know there's people that care in the world. We've seen in the last week, there's so many caring people in the world. And millions of people care for another. And they want to see anybody get fixed and help and be closer with God. And that's one of the things I can't stress enough. And I'll stress it until the day I die. And I don't know when that day is, because I don't know how many times now. I got more lives than a cat now, I found. So no wonder why I'm friends with every kitty cat I talk to. Anyways, so my message is clear. I'm alive, I'm well, and I give it to God, and I give it to my wife, because she was there with me through it all, through thick and thin. And she even got running through a red light in the middle of the night while I was in the hospital sleeping. Something other, and it was $150.
Yeah,
I'm admitting it, but I didn't do it. I was in the hospital.
Yeah.
So I don't know who was driving that night. But that's okay. It's well deserved. It's a reality check that we need to always pay attention to what we're doing.
Yeah.
Because I thank God that nobody was crossing the street for her, in front of her.
Oh, I had stopped. I just did a rolling stop was the problem.
Yeah, that's just bad. That's yeah, that screaming death penalty in this state. Anyways, God bless.
God bless. Have an amazing day.